This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Well, Donald Trump is doing quite the half-assed job trying to keep up the appearance of being a president who cares about the American people, especially in their hour of need. Reports are that on his way to Texas, he was insistent on avoiding getting wet at all costs, demanding that staff ensure he was kept dry. In fact, once on the ground, he avoided the flood catastrophe altogether, which is what makes his lies about having personally witnessed the horror of Hurricane Harvey so egregious. Let's take a walk down memory lane and remember the manner in which our past leaders have behaved in the face of devastation at the hands of Mother Nature. This is Bill Clinton in the aftermath of Hurricane Andrew on the ground with victims of the storm. This is George W. Bush in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, which leveled New Orleans and the surrounding areas in Mississippi to such a degree that many areas, they're still unlivable. And here is Barack Obama, just after Superstorm Sandy, giving personal aid and comfort to distraught Americans, many of whom had their lives upended as a result of the disaster. And here we have Donald Trump, waving a flag and talking about crowd sizes. The reporters who traveled with Trump said there were very few interactions with anyone who hadn't been previously and thoroughly screened. And if you do the math, Donald Trump spent far more time flying on Tuesday than anything else. 8 hours in the air and then roughly 3 hours on the ground. And when he was on the ground, he saw nothing. Mostly, he was avoiding actual survivors and volunteers and chose instead to create photo ops like the ones we've seen. What we do notice in these mini photo ops is the dumb white hat he's low-key promoting, which is on sale on his stupid website for $40. And, by the way, the proceeds, it must be mentioned, are conspicuously not going to Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. Our famously germ-avoidant commander-in-chief is also avoiding a few critical ingredients necessary to being President of the United States. And those ingredients are empathy, kindness, compassion, and basic human decency. Donald Trump needs to stop worrying about avoiding suffering and needy Americans because of germs. Stop worrying about selling his dumbass hats and start worrying about doing his job in the way that many of his predecessors have. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out my channel and this video. If you like what I do here and you appreciate it, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you really like it and appreciate what I do and you'd like to join my Patreon family, there's another link there for that. It's not just for the podcast. It's also for YouTube. Thanks a lot.